This is Roman and Ruby Extra, and we're bringing you real talk, real energy, real shit all 2020. This is the Roman Rant.
Oh. This is Ruby Extra.
Queen Ruby Extra in the building. My best friend, she's here.
Up?
My co-host. We got Dame in the building.
Hey.
Hello.
And that's Dame DVME, baby.
Dame.
Yes.
Go by
Dame
many
is here
names.
off the heels of the release of his single, his first single,
Yes.
Presence. Presence is on all platforms. Make sure you check that out. Okay, you got anything to say, Damon?
I'm just so happy to be here. I'm ready to talk about myself. It's the Leo.
Period.
So let's get this show started.
All right.
Yes.
So before we move on, I want to say happy birthday to Ruby.
Ruby,
Oh my
yes.
God, happy birthday.
Ruby, it's her 25th birthday.
Yes, I'm getting old, honey.
Yes, you are.
But still looking good,
Right.
honey.
Yes.
Young
Right
as ever.
And just a little bit of background, if this is your first time listening to our show, The Roman Rant, Ruby and I have been best friends since 9th grade.
Yes.
We're going on 11 years now,
Ooh.
10 years strong.
Lord.
Yes. And since it's her birthday, this episode is the friendship episode. And people are always asking us, like, a lot of people we went to school with, because I actually left. We went to school together in 9th grade.
Right.
I left that school in 9th grade, and we've literally been best friends ever since. So
Yeah.
people always ask, oh, you still talk to him? Or you still friends with her? And what do y'all, whenever we post pictures, they're like, oh, my gosh, you're still together.
Yep.
Yes, we
We're
are.
still here.
Yes, period.
Yes,
We
yes.
locked in.
Yes.
This is locked in.
I think the reason why our relationship did so well, because I really feel like it was like communication.
Mhm.
Like we always made sure we got in contact with each other. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? You okay?
Mhm.
What's
That's
up?
it. That's the base of the
Yeah,
relationship.
It
that's
really
it.
is.
Because I swear it was like, what was that? Some years we didn't even see each other.
Yeah,
like that?
for about, while we were still in high school, we didn't see each other for about
two
years. But we talked on the phone every single day.
You wouldn't even know.
'Cause I moved around a lot.
Yes,
Mhm.
you did.
You're still moving around a lot.
Moving around a lot.
Exactly.
We're back. We're bringing the Roman Rat back from Florida.
Right,
And we're back in
right.
Detroit. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, our topic of the week is friendship, loyalty, lasting relationships. So let's get into it.
Yes,
Why not?
Let's get it.
Yes.
Dame, how long have you and your best friend been friends?
Oh my God, my best friend. We've been friends for. The funny thing is, we just had to talk about it. I usually just bring it up, be like, "How long we been friends?" But we've been best friends for 10 years now.
10 years.
10 years, okay.
And your best
Same
friend
with us.
is
My
Sunny,
best
right?
friend is Sunny, the wonderful and angelic and Taurus of my life. Sunny.
Period.
My
Period.
best friend don't talk
Yes,
about me
I
like
do talk
that.
about you like that. You just don't hear it.
Twinkle in my eye.
Whatever. Yes, we love us some Sunny around
Oh my
here.
Sunny. Okay, shout out to Sunny.
Sunny and Dame, that's us.
Yes.
Sunny and Dame.
Period. Ruby and Roman, Sunny and Dame.
Yes.
Okay, I love to see it. I love to see it.
Right.
Did you
right.
two have many arguments on your journey to the Best Friends for Life Club?
You know what? Me and Sunny, I've never gotten to a point where I wanted to stop talking to her or wanted to just be like so pissed off at her. Like I've never gotten to that point, and I don't think she's gotten to that point with me. I mean, we know each other. We do things. Be like, really? That's what you're gonna do? But it's never. It's always been like at the end of the day, you still my best friend, and I'm still gonna rock with you no matter what. Even if you know you wrong sometimes. In that moment, it's gonna be like, okay, I got your back through whatever. But
Right.
when we on our own, we're gonna be like, well, you did this wrong, and I felt this way kind of about it. But everything we've always talked about, and it's just been like, yeah, I can't think of anything like any big, huge problem that we ever got into. It's never been like that.
We didn't argue 1,003
Let me tell you.
times, okay?
Look.
Really?
We not. We're both very. She's a Capricorn. I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah.
We're very
okay.
We
hyper-
bump
'cause
heads from,
They're level-headed,
like-
those two. So
Yeah.
I mean, we bump heads. Me and Sunny bump heads for sure.
we bump heads
Yeah.
over petty stuff.
Stuff. It be
Listen,
stupid.
in 9th grade, the first time it happened, we were in weight training, and I think I knocked her earring out her ear. I will never forget this because she was just like, "You're dead to me. Don't talk to me. That is it. We are done."
young,
okay.
young as hell.
And they sent us to they sent us to the dean of students' office, Mr. Jackson, right?
All the time.
Why his name was Michael Jackson though?
Yeah.
He used to say,
Yes, he was.
you know what he said to us? He said, "Y'all gonna be good next week. Y'all gonna get married." Da, 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 da.
Oh my
I
god.
said,
Yes, he said that.
She was like, "Whatever. I'm going home. I don't need this. Him. Whatever. Don't talk to me."
Oh my god.
I was like, "Okay."
But
The
we
next
never
day,
got
what I do?
pregnant.
I was like, "Hey, girl."
right into her face.
All the
Like, what's up?
time.
She was
girl.
like, "I'm mad at you, but come over here."
Oh god.
All the
Oh,
time.
my goodness.
We
Yes.
always like that. For real.
Yeah.
And that was the
funny.
first time. And then after that, it was just,
Just petty
you know,
stuff.
petty stuff.
It'd be like, oh, you
Like-
don't listen to that artist? I listen to this
Yeah,
artist.
because
Why
we'll
you
send
don't
each other
listen?
artists all
Yeah.
the time, and like if I say,
Mhm.
"Oh, I don't like this artist," you know, and every time I say that, I end up loving the artist. Like
I feel
Really
you
do.
just-
she can
I
talk
know,
you,
I know
Really
you
do.
just-
she can really
Or-
talk you
look,
into
look,
loving
look.
an artist.
Ariana Grande. What was that song? 7 Things.
Seven
Seven
Rings.
7 Rings. My bad, Ariana. No, I love you. Don't beat me up.
Seven
But
things.
look,
That's
look.
Miley Cyrus,
Seven-
baby.
We don't listen to Miley
We
Cyrus.
don't listen.
We don't. It's okay. It's
But
okay.
Ariana Grande, I told him, listen to this song. I was like, that song really sweet. He was like, I don't really like that song. That song, I don't know.
Really?
Why was him on Snapchat twerking? Just
Since
popping
I've been-
his butt off. I said, wait, I thought you don't like this song. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm like, okay.
I gotta get drunk and
That's
listen to
Marco.
it. If I don't like a song, I do get drunk and listen to it. And if I can really, you
Just
know,
throwing it back, though.
That's
Yeah.
Marco. That's Marco.
yeah,
Yes.
I was like, wait a minute,
He was like, this song kind of
what song is this? That's like that's. I was like, she gonna get me for that one.
all the time.
You know, oh well.
It be dumb stuff like you like my mom be so into it. She be like, wait, why y'all not talking? Then? I heard y'all. I was in the other room talking about something. Don't say nothing about Beyonce. You don't say nothing about Nicki. Oh, okay.
Oh God. See.
Yes, Beyonce is her Nicki Minaj, and
Yeah.
oh baby. Now I love Beyonce, and
I
I've
love
never
Nicki
been
too.
like Beyonce, but I've always been like when she's trying to compare Beyonce about something, she'd be like, "Well, nobody's Beyonce." Da, da, da. And I'd
That's
be like,
how we are. The Beehive is like that.
Yeah, and I'd be like, "Well, Nicki Minaj is the Beyonce of rap music, you know?" And she'd be like, "Don't." I'm like, you know what?
Well, I will say Beyonce. I won't say I'm a part of the Hive, but I love Beyonce.
I'm about to be like, he can't come on the show.
Oh Lord.
No, look, I love her. Like she's her work ethic has just been unmatched since Michael Jackson. Like I don't see no
Yeah.
one else touching her work ethic
Yeah.
and the way she does things throughout her life. So
Yeah.
I understand the love for Beyonce. I won't say I'm a part of the Hive.
Right.
I think as friends we've kind of like done research and like done things to kind of get to know each other's interests more.
Okay.
Because I didn't really know much about Beyonce before I became friends with her. And I really became a fan after I was friends with her. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
I get
And same for her. Like she goes and she listens to music that she wasn't usually listening to.
So,
And she loves the artist now. She look them up. She be like, "Did you see your girl?" I be like, "Oh, I don't listen to that person." No. She be like, "Oh."
you do hear it in my voice. Like,
Oh, my
what you
God.
mean? I was in that
She be
person?
like, "I did all that, and you don't even listen to that." You know.
But I love Nicki though. Nicki, my girl.
Yeah.
'Cause I went to go see. I went to the Pink print tour, so I'm like, I
Was it
love
good?
Nicki. Yeah,
She puts on a good show. She does put on a good show.
Yeah, she real good. I just let me see. I wish they could do a tour together. That would be real nice.
That would be amazing.
I would definitely
I would
go.
love to see that.
I thought they was gonna do it at that one time when they had that song "Feeling Myself." I really thought they was gonna try to.
But
do
no, that was
something.
just a show.
I know.
That was just
Yeah,
one show.
I think
That would have been cool though.
there could be I feel like Beyonce is the queen, and I feel like she could do an album with all the girls together in a tour. I feel like that'll happen.
That would be so.
I was
nice.
thinking like, cause I heard they were doing an album for Destiny's Child or something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that too.
I was thinking they can put their album out and then they'll go on a tour and they can have all the girls open up. For them.
Yeah,
I
we
would
need to have like
pay-
a girls.
I would pay them
tour.
Beyonce prices for that from row 800. I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be in the strip club a couple nights to get the money, but I'll do it.
Right. Right.
Why not?
Nothing
You
wrong
know,
with that.
The strip club.
Just shake a little.
we
something,
love a
that's
good
all.
show.
Right. Because I always see Beyonce when she come here. I'm always there. Me and my sister.
Right?
Like, you saw that commercial? Beyonce coming back.
She be like, I got the tickets
Already
already.
got the
Oh,
tickets,
no.
honey.
Oh,
We
my
there.
God.
We there.
No, we not missing no shows, child.
No.
Hey.
The first show I saw from Beyonce was that album Sasha Fierce with the single ladies. That's when I fell in love with her concerts. I was like, I'm going every time this woman come.
Okay, so with friendship, there comes loyalty, and I was actually watching Floribama Shore. Do y'all know what that is? It's like the
honey.
southern version of Jersey Shore.
Okay, yeah, I seen that.
Okay, two of the guys in there, they were best friends, and they got into it. And one of the guys, he felt like he wasn't like loyal to him, and because he was about to get into a fight, and instead of going to check on him, he kind of went outside with the other guy, and he said he wasn't going out there to check on him. He was going out there to tell him like, don't come in somebody's house and buck up to them or whatever. And I was just thinking like, whenever somebody has a problem with her, they got a problem with me. You know what I mean?
That's how it always
and
is.
if we fighting, we fight. You know, so
That's the first thing I bring up. I'd be like, who we got to fight?
yeah.
Yeah.
So my question is, does your loyalty have rules? Like,
Rules?
these are rules. So when I say does your loyalty have rules, these are rules that you don't share with anybody. Like, you don't share it with your best friend. These are just rules that you keep to yourself. And if that person breaks those rules,
So, like, do we both know the rules? It's just unspoken rules that
right?
we both know?
But they should know you well enough to know that you're not about to deal with this.
Right.
You're not. That's not how you are. You're not about to do that. And if you constantly break that rule, like, we're done.
I could honestly say Sunny has never broken a rule with me. She doesn't. I mean, I probably you know if you ask her yourself, I've probably broken the rules. But I've also like what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I've gotten back in a good place at the same time. At the same time that I probably broke the rule.
Okay.
I've gotten back in her good graces at the same time. I've noticed like, okay, I broke this rule. I'm not supposed to do this. It's not been like a big thing, but it's been like she just got to give me a look, and I'll be like, okay. I see
I've
you
seen
don't
that
like
look.
that.
I've seen that look.
Okay.
She be like,
I'm like, okay, she don't like that. So. All right, so yeah, we not doing this no more.
right.
But no, I can't say that I've ever broken a rule and for real, and she's never broken a rule for real. We just been like, it's always been an understanding of things where, if we got a problem with somebody, it is what it is. We just either not messing with that person, or if it's like a big issue, like it's been many times where I've gotten drunk and I become a whole different person. Marco knows. And I be like, I'm this real down to earth, chill person, and she is too. But when I'm drunk, I'm like, anybody got a problem? Anybody got a problem with me? Let's fight. Like, I just want to get it over with. Like, get
You're a
these
drunk
hands.
fighter.
Yes. And it's been many parties that we went to, and she didn't have to like buck up. She didn't have to like take me like away. Cause I just be so ready to like, throw them hands.
And
Right.
I've seen people who are with their friends and their friends are starting things, and they're like, I'm not in that. And they leave their drunk, and I'm like,
That's
they're gonna,
bold.
where
I
you
can't. You
going?
know what? I can say though, every time that it has happened, like it's not like every time I get drunk. But every time that it has happened where I was like ready to fight somebody, they kind of provoked me. They provoked me.
I
They did
understand
something.
that. People used to
Yeah.
always hate on her. And I'm
Oh,
like,
we
where
was
they
at
at?
high
What's the
school,
problem?
yes.
Like, what's the problem?
Right.
Even to this day, you know what I'm saying? We can go out and people got this. She be like, we not about to fight. I'm like, okay. But I'm ready.
Yeah, she'll
You
tell
know.
me. Yeah, Sonny will tell me, she'll be like, this not the place for us to
Yeah.
fight. We just gonna let them be mad and that's it. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
yeah, whatever. But I'm ready
Right.
whenever.
Right. So,
Say the word.
like,
Mm-hmm.
our
Like,
loyalty
P.
has been unwavering over here. We've been like, it's crazy. Like, I'll be her bodyguard.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Just the other night.
Definitely.
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
everybody was in her face. I'm like,
Mm.
I know it's her birthday, but get out her face.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
know. I kept
she
getting
don't
pulled
like
everywhere.
that.
Like,
They like,
go
come
here,
with
go
me, come
here.
with me.
To do this.
And I had to tell one. I said, it's her birthday. If she wants to go to a different part of whatever we're doing, then you follow
Right.
her. Stop pulling her around.
Right.
We're in this part because she wanted to be in this
This
part
part,
of this
right.
club. So we're
Mhm.
here. So stay over here because you're here for her.
Yeah.
It's her birthday.
Cause like when I got a booth, I like to be at the booth. I
Okay.
don't really like to be on the floor sometimes.
Me neither.
Cause I be like people bump people.
I don't go to the club unless I got a booth.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just saying that.
Period. 'Cause I'm
Exactly.
like, it's just better just being like with your people and stuff.
Yes.
Like I swear I got bumped like 2 times like on
As
the
soon as
floor
you leave,
yesterday.
soon as you leave the booth, you about to get bumped,
You
and now nobody got
were.
time
and
for
then
that.
they so rude. They don't even say, "Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me" or whatever. It's just like, you know. And then I be feeling like I get more tired on the floor.
Probably.
I can shake my butt a little bit more like at the booth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pop my booty and
I
then
thought I was about to die for a minute. The way I was like, give me back.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody give me some water. The waitress came up and said, baby, you need some water? The way I was leaned over.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
He definitely.
Those little test tubes of liquor that they give you.
Yeah. But
We
you
was
know
giving
what?
her all kinds of. She's like, no,
Yeah.
this is a lot of liquor.
It was.
She don't drink like that. I was
I
like, it's your
don't.
birthday. She's like, I'm not mixing liquor. I said, it's your birthday.
That's how
You're
you
mixing
get
this
sick.
liquor.
I've mixed like twice recently. The first time I was out of it. I was
Yeah.
gone. But the second time, I think I had grew a little tolerance to it. So the second time, I
Okay.
was like, I was just feeling it. I ain't really go crazy like I did the first time. But you know, I won't say that I do that on the regular. No, no, I won't say
Yeah,
that.
because I can't do it. I'm like, well, you know what? I just recovered because my stomach was like, oh my God, my boyfriend took me to this Jamaican place, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to talk about the restaurant.
Right.
But it tore up my stomach for like 3 days. So I just recovered, thank God, on Saturday so we
yeah,
could go
she
out.
was out of commission. 'Cause I'm
And
like,
I
"Where's your-"
said, They started giving me Henny, Ciroc, all this other stuff. I said,
Patron.
look, Patron. I said, just we gonna stick to
You
light.
mixing Patron and Henny?
Yes, you know I like to mix Patron and Henny.
I said, I said, no, I'm gonna just stick
She was
to
like, give me some
honey."
pink Moscato. I don't
Yup,
know.
so did. Like,
I was like,
woman.
can y'all bring this bottle of pink Moscato?
I was
for
like,
her?
pink Moscato. They was like, nah, honey, I don't want that. I said, that's
and you know, I
good.
don't like wine. You know,
I
I might
do.
mix some sangria with some vodka from time to time, but I don't like wine.
Yeah,
Okay?
I was like,
She's
look.
like, you drinking that? I
Yes.
said, okay.
'Cause I'm about to drink the whole bottle by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
You got to.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I did pretty good. I did not have no hangover the next day or nothing.
I was just in pain from all the dancing. I was
I was a little tired. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
They were like, if you're celebrating a birthday, get loud. I done took my shoes off.
Hey,
I was on top of the booth.
we know how you
cracking
get.
It
me up. Oh
was.
my God, you're so funny.
And then when everybody started running, when they was kicking those people out,
Oh, yeah.
my
They
God.
was
I
running.
thought they was, I was like, am I in trouble?
Because
Every time we jump up, the security guards are kind of on us. I
they
like,
was
God.
even like twerking on the floor.
Yeah.
They was on.
She's like,
us.
get off the floor. Sir,
I'm
where are we
like,
supposed to be?
what?
Where are we supposed to? There's a dance floor. There's a dance floor all the way over there.
See, this is why I don't
Right.
go to clubs. I hate all the rules. I hate that I gotta pay to
it's
get in.
irritating,
I hate the
yeah.
dress code.
What I
don't
really
like clubs
hate
at all.
Is a security guard who works at a club who wants to be your friend. Like, just do your job. Don't speak to me,
Right.
you know?
And jumping pictures.
yeah.
No,
I'm
not
yeah,
jumping
yeah. He
pictures.
jumped in our
Jumped in our
picture.
picture.
He jumped in our
The
group
picture that we paid for,
Mhm.
like at the club.
Oh, you
yes.
chipping in.
I was exactly. I said, "Where your $2, sir?" Because no,
It's
we're
time
not
for him
doing
to
that.
chip in.
And
Yes,
I'm
he
not.
jumped in.
I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, but don't sit there and try to talk to all the
It's
girls in our group.
regular.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally didn't even put no effort into. Because if you're gonna do all that, you might as well. Because I know you're getting a little money up in here securing this club. It's a big club,
Right.
It's a big club.
Yeah.
They
It
take
is.
all the money just for dumb.
Okay,
stuff.
so
Right.
so sir, if you're gonna do all that and be in this girl face and that girl face, and they with me and they like, he getting on my nerves, I don't want to hear that all night. So leave them alone and do your job.
He was talking to everybody last night.
I was like, oh my god.
I was like, goodness, you're not even cute. Get out.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like come on. Anyway.
Oh wait,
Big
can I
grizzly
ask y'all a
bear.
question?
Uh-huh.
Did y'all started off as friends though, right?
Yeah, we didn't.
uh-huh.
Matter of fact,
always started
actually,
friends.
how we became friends. So at the school we were going to in 9th grade,
Allen
after the
Academy.
second week, they changed everybody's schedules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this one girl who I was actually like real good friends with, she was friends
Oh.
with her. Uchi Coochie.
Oh.
Oochie coochie.
Look, we don't have no beef. We don't have no beef with her no more. You know what I'm saying? But
No more.
I don't want to say her name.
Coochie
She's
came
like, why
from.
you say my name? You know.
Yeah, don't say her
but
name.
that was a thing. Like back in the day, she was like, I ain't doing the oochie coochie.
Yeah, she used to say that, but the main one.
Y'all like her.
Yeah, so me and her was really good friends,
Oh, okay.
And after we met, after the first 2 weeks, we had this fine teacher named Mr. Cooper. And Mr. Cooper used to swear up and down that me and the other girl was like together. He was like, that's your girl. And he used to be all over. I was like, anyway, one time she was like, can I go to the bathroom? And he took her to he was like, yeah, I'm going to take you to the. I said, we in 9th grade. What he need to take her to the bathroom for?
Let him try some shit like that now.
So when I made a big deal about it, me and her, we kind of started arguing a little bit. And then, like, we just went into being friends off that.
Yeah.
Because, me and Sonny, I'm going to tell this story. Because she want me to. we were not always friends. We grew up on the same block. So about like 10 years ago, I was the new kid on the block. All the kids all knew each other except for me. So my mom, she forced me to go outside and play with the kids. I was like, Jesus. I waited like a good week before going out there. They was out there almost every day. But I went out there. I was playing, had fun. And then I got to know Sonny's cousin. That's what it was. I got to know her cousin first. Then I knew her. And I used to bully her, but everybody on the block used to bully her. Used to call her
Sonny?
We used to call her cardboard back. Baby girl didn't have a butt. Sonny didn't have a booty at all.
Oh, man.
She didn't have a booty at all, but we used to call her cardboard bag. Well, I used to call her cardboard bag. Somebody else used to call her something else, but I forgot what it was. But I know I used to call her cardboard bag. And but wait, there's more. Cause she was a strong ass woman at a young age, okay?
Okay.
So she just laughed at that shit, or she either just was like, whatever.
Right, like it don't faze me.
But I will say it was one day she slapped the shit out of me.
As she should.
She slapped
And
the
she's
shit.
good for you, Sonny.
Right.
Serious.
She didn't have no reason though. She didn't really have a reason though, for real. Because I wasn't like I was the main one calling her cardboard back. That was just what I called her because everybody else called her something.
Right.
So, but she slapped the shit out of me, and I can understand because I was probably like the weakest link on the block at the time. So she slapped the dog shit out of me, and I had an ear infection.
Damn.
Ear was draining. I'm standing there crying, and this girl is standing, looking me in my face, laughing as I feel like I'm dying. I'm
That's
young as ever. I don't
funny.
know shit about an ear infection, but my
Right.
ear is draining. So I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, am I dying? She just killed me like with a slap.
God, that's so funny.
So I'm like, I hate this girl. I didn't say girl, but I was like, I don't like her. I don't think we will ever be friends. And then it got to a point where people started, how people start leaving the block. It was just me and her, and I just go to her door, be like, she the only one I can play with, so
Right.
ain't nobody else
We'll be
here.
friends.
So. Is Erica home? They're like, yeah. And then our parents, like you said, our parents always thought that we was gonna be together, but that's something. They don't say it anymore. But
That
they swore
is.
up and down that we was gonna be married.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Everybody used to be
everybody
like,
used to
yeah,
think
y'all
that,
can be together.
Ellen.
Y'all, I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
But that's crazy how we still stay friends after all them years, though. So they wasn't wrong about something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's my soulmate.
Like, we locked in. That's for life. Like, you're not going
Right.
nowhere.
Right.
If I move across the country tomorrow, okay,
Look,
you're going to be the main one coming to visit me. Don't play with me.
me and Sonny always talk about like just up and leaving.
And I don't like kids,
Yeah.
but when you have kids, I'm going to be in the room,
gonna-
okay?
Something like kids.
You gonna accept them. You gonna be
Yeah.
fine with them.
I mean, I love all my nieces and nephews, for all of you out there. There's a lot of them. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. I got one on the way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not like I don't have a baby on the way.
Yeah. Niece and nephew. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm about to be like, who was that?
Ooh, baby.
Yeah,
No,
so
we
I
ain't
get
go
the
there.
I get the long lasting friendship thing. I love that. I love to see it.
Yeah.
So-
People.
So how do you deal with a bad friend?
A bad friend.
Like someone who's broken one of your loyalty rules one too many times. Not just your best friend, but like people you consider friends.
Well, this is my thing. I'm gonna say two things. One, I keep a small circle, so I really only
Same.
have my best friend and my other best friend, and then I have friends that I, visit occasionally, see occasionally. But those two are the two that I see like the most. And
Right.
I know who to keep in my space and I know who not to keep in my space. So with that being said, I have had a bad friend before. I will go back to 2016, 2015, my freshman year at college. Oh God, that was terrible. My roommate, that nigga there was just terrible. Like, and we had been friends. We had the summer, and then we were going to the same college. So we got to know each other in the summer, and then we were like, oh yeah, let's be roommates. So soon as we became roommates, I hated this guy.
Oh, it'd be like that. Yeah.
I was like, you're a terrible person. And I don't know why I didn't see this for a whole summer. I don't know how I missed how terrible of a person you are for a whole summer.
Yeah.
So when him and my best friend Sonny clashed, it was like,
that's it.
Yeah, it's over.
I can't deal with you no more because first of all, you started the beef with her. He started some beef with her over some dumb stuff. And it was just like, he got mad and he just like went ballistic and I had to leave the room. I had to find a whole new roommate. And then he got mad at that. And I was like, why are you mad that I'm finding a new roommate? Why are you mad that I'm leaving? To be honest, the truth was I was his only real friend. He had other people that he called friend on that campus, but nobody cared for him like I did.
And he tried to sabotage your oldest friend, best friend relationship.
That thing was me
and
Sonny weren't even going to the same college. We was at two different colleges, but we still kept that best friend relationship. So it was like, sir, I see you every day more than I see her. We may talk every day, but I see you every day. So he was just like, it was just a terrible friendship, terrible relationship. And I won't say I regret it because it's definitely taught me a life lesson on like, keeping what I want in my space, like what energy I want in my space. That taught me a whole lesson. So yeah, I don't deal with shit that I don't want to deal with anymore.
Yeah.
Ruby, how do you deal with a bad friend?
I don't have that many friends. I'll be honest with y'all.
Okay.
Like, I can count on my hand. Like, I can count my friends like on my hands. Like, that's how many I have, And the ones that I am friends with, we've been friends for years, Let me see. I hang out with my family more than anybody. Like, so when I have events, I'll be like, okay, let me invite my cousins. Let me invite, whoever my, like, small friends is. I don't deal with that because I'm trying to think, like, when the last time I had a situation with a bad friend. I really feel like the last time I had a situation with a bad friend was, when the last time I complained about a bad friend? Probably, like, in high school?
I want to say, like,
when?
freshman year of college.
Freshman year of college?
Yeah. You don't have to go into it, but, yeah.
I don't even
Probably
remember
freshman year. So
That's so irrelevant.
There you go.
I can't
It's
even
so
remember.
irrelevant.
Right. That's what it is.
I'm like, I don't know.
I remember her calling me, and I was like, girl, I don't want to hear about this heifer. Okay.
No.
And she cussed me out 6 ways. She was like, you're going to listen to me? I was like, you're right. Go ahead.
Well, whoever it is, I don't talk to them.
They dead and gone, child.
I got a friend like that.
They dead and
he
gone.
calls me. He's one of my close friends too. Like we became friends at the beginning of the year, or in the beginning of last year, and we just been like the best of friends since then. But he has a problem with, he calls a lot of people his friends.
Oh, I hate people like that.
And he's a very popular person. Like everybody loves to be around. He has great energy. But I'm like, you gotta know that when these people do you
like
wrong.
they're not your friend.
Right.
Everybody not
Because
your
I'm
friend.
a social butterfly. I know a lot
me
of people,
too, friendly.
if I plan an event, I'll invite everybody. But that don't mean everybody there is my friend.
Right.
They just got good energy to be around when we getting lit, when we partying.
Right.
I can count all of my friends on my both of my hands. Not one,
Right.
but both of my hands. You know what I'm saying? But I know that each of those fingers are literally like, if I get into an accident today, they'll rush to the hospital.
for
You know, like at the end of the day, I have two best friends, and everybody else are my friends. And if you're one of the fingers on these hands, then you are family.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
you'll be at my wedding. Those 10 fingers will be in my wedding. If not, the first 5 fingers will be in my wedding. Like, actually, like the first. Okay, just her and my other best.
You know
friend
what?
will be in my wedding, but everybody else, the rest of the fingers, they will be at the wedding.
wedding.
Yeah, because I was thinking
Period.
like the first 5 fingers, but actually, Like she said, she's close with her family. Me and my family are extremely close.
Right.
Like my little sister, she's a year younger than me, but we call each other twins. She's
I
my
love
little
y'all
twin.
relationship.
Like she'll be in my wedding.
When I first met
obviously.
you, I thought y'all was twins.
Everybody think I love telling people we're twins. When we were in school, even though we were in separate grades, they were like, "Are y'all twins?" I was like, "Yeah," but I was
Y'all
real
look just
smart,
alike.
so I got promoted. I kept getting promoted, you know. And they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that's cool. You guys are twins." I was like, "Yeah, we're twins."
Oh, shout out to my sister. I forgot to say that. Shout out to Alicia.
Shout out to Alicia. We love you,
Love you,
Alicia.
girl.
We,
I forgot she like my best friend too in
yes.
a way.
Yeah.
Like me and her is like really close.
Mhm.
But it was funny when we was younger, we could not stand each other because like we're 7 years apart.
That's crazy.
And we used to always fight, and I used to always snitch on her
Mhm.
because at one time we used to share our bedroom together. And you know, I would have to go to bed at a certain time, and she was supposed to be in the bed too. So what she'll do is she'll put like a sheet over the TV so it won't hit the reflection.
No.
So I used to go tell my dad, like, you know what, Alicia be watching TV late at night, so she'll get a whooping. She'll be like, I'm gonna get your ass, little girl. I'm gonna get you.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Yeah, my little sister, I think I swear I used to be like, she hates me when we were younger. She used to whoop my ass, okay?
Yeah.
Now that's a story for another day, but whoop baby.
Yeah.
Now I know both y'all know my cousin Kiara. So her, Kiara, and another cousin of mine, they used to beat my I was like, I'm not playing with y'all no more. But as we got older though, like we all got
Better.
really close.
Yeah.
It's like my cousins are like my siblings, you know, because our family's so close. Like my mom and their moms, they all raised us together. It really does take a village, I feel like. So shout out to my family.
I know. I love
Shout
your
out to the
family.
Harris family. Like
Yeah.
Every time I'm around
shout
them,
out to Elizabeth, my
I
little
get it.
sister.
I see that closeness with all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
y'all
I love
close.
them. Like
Yeah.
y'all don't even know. Like, oh my gosh, we rocking out. No.
Right.
My
Yeah.
oldest sister, she used to whoop our behinds, and we all used to. That's how we originally got close. Matter of fact, because we'd come home from school, my oldest sister thought she was the boss of us.
Yeah.
she like, do your homework.
I
She
think
got
that's
the
how it
bell.
is with older
Clean
sisters.
grandma's house, because we used to go to grandma's house after
Yeah.
school. She'd be whooping our butts. I'd be like, you ain't whooping my butt. She done whooped my butt. Now everybody just straighten up because, you know, she only needed to hit one person for everybody to straighten up,
Right.
child.
Yeah.
Now, my oldest sister, she's amazing. Shout out to Denise and many mentors. She owns a daycare. I love her. Like,
Yeah.
there. If you guys ever see the video of me passed out at a wedding, that's her wedding that I'm at.
Oh, yeah, I saw
that
that
video.
video is
did.
everywhere. So
That was so
you know,
funny.
I think that was that was a nice wedding. If my wedding isn't that lit, I don't want to go.
You were
Right.
out.
That was an
we
amazing.
lit.
It was an amazing wedding.
It was lit.
You know, I was like, we in this.
Yeah.
So I'll be at y'all weddings.
But
like
you know
that.
what? Same thing with my sister too. Like we're way closer now, but trust me, it is some moments when she does irritate me. I'm not gonna lie. But now that I got older and it's like, so she's a Gemini, I'm a Capricorn, so now it's like it's weird. Now we kind of know when we irritating each
Yeah.
other. Like, okay, when she starts saying stuff to me, I'll be like, okay, bye, sis.
Yeah, because
love
back in the
you,
day,
bye.
they'd be like, just
We
shut
used to
up.
go toe to toe.
And I would just keep going and going until
Yeah,
one of them
we
would
used
smack
to
me.
go-
Like my brother, he's like, just shut the, you know. As soon as he get to yelling, because my brother's a big dude, I'd be like,
Oh.
you know. So
Yeah.
Let me go ahead.
yeah, like
Right.
let me go this way. See, now I know, like when I'm irritating them, I know when I'm irritating them, and I know when I need to just like
same.
go chill out. Just so I just shut
some
up.
air.
I'd
Yup.
be like, y'all want to drink? Like I change the subject real quick. I'd be like, who want to drink?
Yeah.
Like who want to? Let's do. You know.
Right.
And then if they want to argue with me, because a lot of times we're like, I'm not about to argue with nobody.
Yeah.
You know, like one time
don't
my
have that
sister
energy.
called me. She was like, first of all, I was like, second and third of. I said, second of all, you can keep third and fourth of all. And what time you coming over here so we can get drunk? Like,
Right. Like,
because we're not about to
period.
argue,
Cut this out.
you
Like,
know.
yeah.
And it was
Dead
nothing
it
to
right
argue
there.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so I'd be
is.
like, whatever.
Right. Because life's too short for all
Yeah,
that.
you
And
know.
that's with friends, too.
We
Like,
call
it's
each
too
other all the time. We're just like talking, shooting this shit. I was about to say I shouldn't cuss, but whatever.
short.
Shooting this
Y'all said, like,
shit.
cussing words already.
I started it off. My bad, y'all.
It's
I
fine.
did pretty good so far. I'm surprised.
I'm like, ooh, baby.
Yeah.
But in 2020, though, how I deal with a bad friend, if I feel like you've been a bad friend, if I've actually considered you a friend, I just cut you off.
Yeah.
You know,
It's no need to
like,
tell.
I do want to say about last year, I'll say like April time last year, I'd be like, whatever, we'll work it out. No, it's
it's
cut
dead.
off, dead, done. Okay, now we got to move on. Dame the artist is in the building. Dame
Yes.
is an R&B artist, you guys.
Yes.
And what was your initial inspiration or motivation that made you say, I'm going to pursue this, like be an artist full time?
I've always loved music. That's just been my thing. I've always loved music. Music has been something that's been in my life since I was a kid. The most earliest memory that I can remember is when I was in school, in the school play, Black History play. I had to play Tito Jackson in the Jackson 5.
Oh.
And I had to we had to do the Jackson 5 a little bit. And yeah, and ever since then, it's just been like, oh, I love music. I don't see this leaving my life. And I just was in choirs, just my whole entire school life. And after that, I kind of gave up on it. When I went to college, I kind of gave up on it because I was like getting to love science more. But then I was like, you know what? This university stuff really not for me. And then I came back home and I met up with a vocal trainer. And that vocal trainer, excuse me, he kind of like pushed me to like, you know, pursue this full time because he saw that I had talent and he saw that, you know, I can actually do something with this. Like this could be something that I could live off of. And I just got to shout out to him, Brandon Smith, because that guy has just been in my life for a good, like, 3 to 4 years now. And, yeah, he's just been helping me with a lot. And I just really appreciate him for it.
Shout out to Brandon Smith. He's with the
Star Factory Studios.
And I've seen many of their artists and we'll be inviting many of them on the show because one of the girls who went with them went through there, Demia Lee's. I love her.
Demia's not with
Huh?
Demia's not with Star Factory.
Oh, she's not. Ooh. I'm sorry, but shout out to Mia Lee's. Well, I saw her. The first time I saw her it was at a show that they had.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I assume. But shout out to me. She's your writing partner, right?
Yeah, she is. She helped me write my first debut single. So that was very. I love her for that.
We're going to have her here very soon.
Yeah, we got some more tracks coming together.
Yeah, because she's very talented. I love her. You opened for K. Michelle's recent show, Detroit show, of her Over Some Dick tour. What was that like?
That was an experience for sure. My very first big show. I felt like the city got to know me. I've gotten a lot of people that I talk to on a daily from that show that saw me perform. So yeah, I really like that. You know, I got that opportunity that came out of nowhere.
Wow.
It was just so spur of the moment too. Like I remember I was at work the night before the show. I was at work. I got a Instagram DM from I guess her tour manager at the time. She was like, "I want you to would you like to open up a 3 to 4 song set, you know, for K. Michelle?" I looked at this. I was like,
right.
Who's trying to scam me? Like, come on, don't play with me. Like, oh, what? So then I fact checked and I was like, oh wait, hold on, she really out here with K. Michelle?
Yeah.
I'm like, is this real? So then I'm texting my because she told me she saw a couple of my pieces of work. So I'm texting my vocal coach. I'm like, did you send her something? I'm like, who sent her something? But either way, to get that out the way, I was at work and I'm like getting stuff together because I had my computer. I'm like getting my stuff together. I'm like, okay, so I got to do this song. I got to have this backing track. I'm glad I had all my stuff already. So I did that. And then the next day come up and I was still kind of skeptical about it. I was like, I don't know if this for real yet, yo. I don't know if this for real. And then she sent me messages back, be like, okay, we'll come be here at the Fillmore at this time. You know, however many tickets you need, just let me know. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, this is for real now. So I got to scramble this together because this show is about to happen today. So I'm like scrambling together. I'm like calling my best friend because she there for me with whatever. So I'm like, all right, so I got the show. You just got to be there. I need you to be there. We're going to record and everything. So she's like, okay. So we get up to the show. It was I'm going to say it was an experience because I won't say it was all good and I won't say it was all bad.
Okay.
That's why I'm just going to say it was an experience because it was the way they did things up there. I think it was just pretty rushed.
Oh.
It was very rushed because I know K. Michelle, she did her her set list. She did her set list first. Well, she practiced her set list first. That's what it was. And we were supposed to practice our set list, the openers, but we didn't get a chance to. So that was very nerve-wracking for me because, and then I found out last minute that I'm the very first performer.
Oh, wow.
I'm the very first performer. So
well, I saw the performance. The video of the performance is on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, there's a video on my Instagram.
And what's your
on
Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle is DVME official. That's DVME official. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, or just Instagram and Twitter. That's still the same, DVME official.
Okay. And then when we post this video of our show on our Instagram, which is the Roman Rant at the ROMANRANT, we will definitely tag you in it. And you guys will be able to see that performance. It was amazing. Yes. And you got new music coming up, right?
I do. This one song that I've been sitting on for like a long time. I wrote this one by myself. My vocal coach, he did help me with the melody and everything, but all the lyrics are me. And this was a song I wrote about a relationship real quick. I wrote the song in like 2 days. I wrote it, and then my vocal coach was like, okay, we got that recorded. I wrote it, went to the studio, recorded it. My vocal coach was like, all right, I need you to go back and write more to it. I was like, all right, Brandon, okay. So I did that, came back, and he was surprised by, first of all, my writing skills, that I had any writing skills at all. And then he was also surprised by the fact of how fast I wrote this. And, he still compliments me to this day for, writing so fast and writing good music. But yeah, this song is just something that I wrote.
What's the name of this song?
All on You.
All on You. And we have this song.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
And we are going to play that song. But before you play that, you have a show coming up.
I do on February. I don't have all the details yet, but if you follow me on my Instagram or my Twitter, I will have the details on there. I talk about everything that I do on my Twitter, and then for the most part, I talk about everything I do on my Instagram also. But yeah, I do have a show coming up. I just got details about it. February 15th.
February 15th.
Okay.
Do you know where it'll be?
Yes, February 15th. I don't know yet.
Okay. Make sure you pay attention to the Roman Rant and Dame Official's Instagram, because we'll post it on there as well. Because we're going to follow Dame in his entire career.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Because we're fans.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys are, and I hope everybody who's listening becomes a fan. I mean, I make good music. That's all it is. That's all I want to do.
That's right.
Right. Period.
Period.
All right, you guys. This is All on You by Dame DVME in the building.
All right, let's get this going.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Lately, you say that we're not the same. I feel like you're overthinking again. You know that I get my all to you. Questioning me, this ain't brand new. Shit you saying don't sound like you. Who you been telling our problems to? I don't wanna let you go, but if you wanna leave, guess it's fine. Telling me I don't love you right. How you get this feeling overnight? You say these things, then you call the next day. Love playing games like this love's Atari. You know what, never mind, you're right, babe. Shit been so clear, it's like night and day. I don't wanna keep you if you can't stay. I won't waste your time, no.
Okay, that was
my
Dame All on You.
God,
Just
that
a sneak
was
peek
good.
because when it comes out, you need to go get it to hear the
Yeah.
rest. That's
Such a
I mean, I
song.
got it, so I'm going to listen to it in the car. Forget that.
It's good.
No, that was amazing. I loved
it
it. I'm very
was.
excited about this single.
I'm glad.
Um,
I'm very excited myself. Like I said, this is my first single that I feel like I've done by myself. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
really excited to put this one out. I have not got a date for it yet, but once I do, everything will be on my Instagram. Everything will be out.
Okay.
And once that comes out, we'll be there. We'll be at the show covering that.
Right. You said February 15th or so?
February 15th.
February 15th,
Okay,
the
when
day after
is
Valentine's
it?
Day.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
matter of
It's
fact,
Saturday.
take your loved one on Valentine's Day or the day after Valentine's Day as an extra treat.
Right.
Because you want to do something on Valentine's Day, but take them to a Dame show, and
Right.
she might be like, "Oh, I'm in love with you after that." 'Cause these are vocals. These
Right,
are
that
like,
was the
Hey.
notes, the melodies.
That's all I'm
we're
trying to
here
do.
for
And then
that.
that beat just went in like,
Right?
I was like, okay.
When my vocal coach sent me that beat, I was so ecstatic. I was
It's
like,
nice.
oh my
It's
God, I
official.
love
Yeah.
this beat. But to be honest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I could not write to it the first night that I had it. The first night that I had it, I think I was just so excited that I had that fire.
And it was
beat.
a good, it's a
Yeah.
good
I feel
beat.
like that
It fit
you
your
were
way.
able to write to it though, because I know some people who can they can write to anything.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you can't. If somebody can't write to a beat, I'm just like, you might as well hang it up
Yeah.
as a writer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you can sing, but I like artists who can write.
Me too.
Okay, so
Yup.
that's our time for the day, you guys.
Thank you
I want to
so
thank
much,
you all for
guys.
tuning in.
Thank you for
I want to thank you,
having
Dame,
me.
for being here.
I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Ruby. We love us some Ruby.
Yes.
Queen Ruby Extra on Instagram.
Yes.
QUENRUBIIXXTRA. Okay, our next show is coming soon. We're going to have So Committed Juwan on the show, so make sure you tune in for that. I think it's his birthday week that week.
Woo.
So we'll be
Okay.
here, the big 2-1.
Shots.
Shout out to Dame. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't
No
forget to
problem,
look
no
out for
problem.
All on You. Thank you,
Yes.
Podcast Detroit. We're here in their Royal Oak Studios, and we'll be here in their Royal Oak Studios next time.
Also stream presence. That's
And
the
stream
Oh, yeah,
presence
good
for clear
too.
skin.
Yeah.
for clear skin, yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Have a great week.
Thank you.
And I'll see you
Alright.
next time. This is Roman Extra and
Ruby.
Ruby Extra, and this
See
is
ya.
the Roman Rant.
Hey.
Got you clear. Perfect.
All right.